So I'll see you guys in about 5 more hours when we're going to strain this and cool it, and we'll see you then. Not going to do that. Cheoff Geoff here. Welcome to my kitchen. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the old subscribe button. If you like what you're seeing, give me a big thumbs up. Today's recipe we posted on chefgeoff.ca. The method, the ingredients, all that jazz will be on the recipe cards for your reference. So okay, if you want to think like a chef, let's look at a recipe like you would a house. And the first thing, the most important thing of a really strong house is a foundation. So with that in mind, we are going to build a really easy chicken stock will be that foundation for so many different recipes and so forth that you're going to be able to use throughout the course of your time in the kitchen. So let's get started. Okay, so every chicken stock, every stock really has certain ingredients that you have to have. So that's in today's application will be chicken. So we got some chicken here. You need your mirepoix, you have aromatics, and you have water, and that's it. What we're going to do today is we're going to roast off some of these ingredients to start activating the flavors and so forth. So in the mirepoix, I've got some rough chopped vegetables. Celery's banned in this house, as you guys know, but if you had it, I would recommend using it. But there's just some kind of rough chopped carrots. There's some parsnips, some leeks, and some onion. And all we're doing is adding a little bit of garlic. And we're going to get this on the roasting pan and try not to make a giant mess here. In you go. And oh, some's on the floor already. That's fantastic. We've got some chicken here as well. And these are chicken legs. These are actually halal chicken legs, which is awesome. I've just rubbed them with a little bit of garlic puree. Ooh, it's a lot. And we're just going to heavily season these and get them in the oven. Now, one key point here with chicken stock is I have all of these trimmings from our vegetables. So that's, whether that's peels from your carrots and so forth. Resist the use of using these. Resist the need to use these. All of these peelings and so forth, number one, they're dirty. Number two, it's going to make your chicken stock bitter. So these guys, see ya. All right. So I have my oven set at 400 degrees. I'm going to roast this stuff off for about 20 minutes. And we'll see you shortly. Oh man, it smells so good in here. So we're about 30 minutes into the future here, and we've roasted our chicken and our vegetables. And the really important thing here is by roasting it, you're activating all those natural fats in the chicken. And a really good stock is all about getting good marrow. And the marrow comes from those bones, and the way you activate that marrow is with heat. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting the chicken off to the side here, and we're just going to throw all these vegetables in our slow cooker. I've set the slow cooker on high to get started, and we're going to slow cook for about 8 hours. But we're going to interrupt that process at about 2 hours in and pull all the chicken meat off of it. So if you can see, all the roasting produced all this beautiful liquid, all these fats that came from the marrow in the chicken, and that's really going to help give you a robust, flavorful stock. So get in there. All right, perfect. So next thing we're going to do here is add in our chicken, our halal chicken legs. So if you can't find the chicken legs, you can use any kind of chicken carcass you can come across, whether that's from a roasted chicken you bought the other day and save the carcass and put it in there, or chicken, any kind of chicken is great. So, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to add aromatics. This is really important. I've got some fresh rosemary that I picked from the garden. I got some ends of parsley that goes in here as well, and a couple of pieces of bay leaves. I got about a tablespoon of whole peppercorns. In you go. And last but not least is water. And this is about 2 liters of water. It may or may not be enough. It's looking like it's not enough, which is great. That means I'm going to make a whole lot more chicken stock. So I'm going to fill this thing up all the way. We're going to we're going to slow cook for 8 hours. The house is going to smell spectacular. We're going to build a really beautiful, robust chicken stock that'll be that foundation for all those great recipes we're going to build throughout the course of the week later on. We'll see you in 2 hours. Cheers. You're going to go in there. Okay, we're about 3 hours into the future here. I've pulled out the chicken legs. They've just been cooling for a couple of minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start picking the meat off of them. But the reason I'm demonstrating this point in the cooking process is if you don't have a slow cooker and you want to do this on your stock pot on the stove, you can replicate all the steps that I've done and also replicate this part with whatever chicken you're using, because if you were cooking this on the stove, your chicken would really overcook and get rubbery. But I'm going to throw some gloves on. I'm going to show you guys how to kind of remove some of this meat. It's still kind of hot, but anyway, every little bit that we're not going to save will just go onto this. It's going to go right back into our slow cooker. And really, you're just working your hands along the carcass itself, and you're just removing the meat. And all this meat here is going to be just perfect for like a chicken and leek soup, or you want to do like a Waldorf chicken salad or something like that. But this stuff is going to be super flavorful and really, really moist. So anyway, I'll do the rest of that later. But when you're storing this, you want to take a bit of the broth itself and just keep it with the chicken as well. So this way it's not going to dry out. And so there's always been these discussions about chicken stock and bone broth. And I want to tell you guys, bone broth is the exact same thing as chicken stock. But it does have all these amazing health benefits. So I'm just going to keep picking while I'm talking here. What you're going to get from all the collagen and the minerals in the bones and in the chicken themselves, and the process of cooking it really slowly, you're going to get all these great minerals and amino acids and so forth, which is good for your skin. It's good for your sleeping habits. It's actually good for weight loss as well. So not only are you building a really flavorful foundation for your recipes in the future, you're also building something super healthy. Okay, so we are 5 hours into the future with a total cook time of 8 hours in our slow cooker here. Everything's ready to go, and at this point all I gotta do is strain the liquids from the solids. So I'm just gonna take a little bit out at a time here, and you gotta make sure you got a nice fine mesh strainer. Just pouring a little at a time, and oh, look at that, like not making the world's biggest mess. This is great. All right, so I got about a pound of cooked chicken here. Oh wait, it's over here. And I've got this beautiful chicken stock, which I'm gonna leave like this. I got all my liters of, all my empty liters ready to go, be filled up with all this stock. But if you look at it, it's got just that beautiful kind of golden hue. And if you look at it, there's already a little bit of a fat cap forming there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna strain all the solids from the liquids like I was saying. And this should make about 4 to 5 liters of chicken stock. You wanna leave them in the fridge for 24 hours to have the fat separate from the liquid. So this way you can just scrape away that fat cap when you're ready to cook with it. So okay, like I was saying, I got all this, I got this beautiful stock, I've got the chicken, and I can see, a chicken and leek soup in my future. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed learning about how to build a true foundation for your recipes. And this chicken stock, once you really understand it and master it, it is just so versatile. Like I was saying, we got soup coming up, I can see risotto happening. And if there are things you'd like to see cooked with this chicken stock, leave something in the comment box and let's get this thing going. So okay, hope you've enjoyed it guys. From my kitchen to yours, bon appetit.